What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog. Today I haven't really been doing much other than trying to take care of the bills, writing down all the marketing stuff that we need to do. We finally closed that deal yesterday. Yesterday is when it finally recorded and we finally got the money from it. We also had another deal closed yesterday and we have another deal closing today. So total haul for the week, and of course these are old follow-ups, nothing to do with 30-day challenge, is about $74,000 for the week. Not bad at all. Really good jump on January, but this is the marketing efforts from November and December. Now we're gonna go into February. I have one that's possibly closing. I'm not really counting on it, but the efforts for this month are gonna carry over into February, March. So it usually is. Usually everything that you're doing right now is gonna carry over for the next month or two, maybe even 6 months. It really all depends on where your leads are and where your follow-ups, what their motivation level is, and when they feel like they're ready to sell. So with that being said, it's crunch time. So I'm gonna go back and actually call some old lists that I have never gotten any response, or I'm not saying that they never gotten any responses, but I haven't called it enough. I was going through my numbers and going through all the lists that I have to see where everybody's at and how many times they've been called, how many times they've been text messaged, and I'm gonna get my marketing ready for next week. What I'm gonna do right now is, it's 12 o'clock. I think it's about 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's 12:36. I'm gonna do some calling right now, and I'm also gonna do some calling later. I'll let you guys listen in and see how it goes. All right, so here we go. We're starting up the session right now. Let me log in.
Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling. This is Charles on the line. Please leave us a message. Thanks.
All right, my name is Dan. I'm calling about a property that I think you might own over on 506. When you have a chance, please give me a call. My telephone number is 9. Thank you.
You have reached the voicemail box of...
Nothing so far. Dialed 7 calls in the past 2 minutes. I'm leaving voicemails this time around just because you know, usually I don't really I send out ringless voicemails. I send out a bunch of other stuff. But I'm gonna this time leave voicemails because I haven't called this list that much, and it'll avoid me having to send ringless voicemails as well. Now Mojo does have it built into where you can actually put a voicemail drop in, but I just didn't feel like putting it in. Hey, how you doing, boss?
Who is this?
My name is Dan.
Dan who?
Just calling to see if you're the owner of 1515.
What do you want?
I was just wondering if you had any interest in selling that property.
Don't call down here no damn more and send no damn notes down here.
Okay, that's not a problem. So clearly he's not interested. But yeah, this is just to weed this out, man, because this list has like 700 and I think like 750 phone numbers on it. So I want to make sure that this gets weeded down. We've sent text messages to this, we've sent a lot of ringless voicemails. I haven't called it enough. So definitely something that I want to do. Just like this guy, you know, he's probably never gonna respond to a text message. He's probably never gonna respond to a ringless voicemail, but he responded to a phone call. All right, another thing is that you always want to make sure that when you do contact these people, you write down, well, not write down, but make sure you mark which phone number is the owner's phone number, what did they say, and you know, put them in the appropriate spot. Like I have a a distressed not interested list. He's a distressed homeowner. I'm gonna put him in there because eventually I might hit him up, or maybe he might die in the future. Not saying that I would wish death on him, but maybe he passes away in the future and his kids end up with the property. I know what phone number to call now. Now, just for some context, this list I drove for dollars in June of 2020. I took down every single distressed home that I could find, and that's what we're currently calling.
Mailbox of...
Yeah, sorry to bother you. I'm looking for the owner of a property at 1000.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, I was just wondering if you had any interest in selling that property.
No, I don't want to sell it.
Would you happen to have
This time.
Would you happen to have any other property or land you might be interested in selling?
Not at this time.
Well, Miss Reed, I definitely appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hi, sorry to bother.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Who is this?
My name is Dan.
Dan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
I was just wondering if you're the owner of 1400.
I am.
I was just calling to see if you had any interest in selling that property.
I am considering it and probably the one next door to.
Okay. When do you think your time frame is on when you'd like to, or when you're thinking about selling it?
Well, right now we don't know according the way things turning out. You know what I mean? Can you give me your phone number and I'll call you back? Where are you located at, Dan?
I'm here.
Okay, well, you want to give me your number, but right now we're just kind of playing it by ear, considering. You know what I mean?
No, I totally understand that.
Yeah, the land across the street just over from me or something. Are you that far ahead? Are you interested in that far ahead? We got the whole, we got the whole corner lot. A friend of mine sale. It's at 916 North Upwood.
Oh, okay. I mean, it all depends.
We sell mine, we gonna sell his.
Okay. I mean, it all depends on what we use the property for. Either if we're gonna build on it, or if we're gonna, use it as a rental, or to put it back out on the market. That's where it really comes down to as far as pricing goes.
Well, on mine, you might would want to tear it down and rebuild ourselves front part. But just give me your number, and when we decide, we'll let you know.
Absolutely.
Okay, Dan?
Yes, ma'am. My telephone number is 980.
13. Okay.
Have your permission. Is it alright if I give you a call in a couple of weeks or a month or so from now?
You can. All right. I'll be sure to call you when we decide.
Alrighty.
And you can. Okay. You have a blessed day.
You too. Have a good weekend. So they clearly weren't ready just yet. From what it looks like is they're probably gonna, sell in the next couple of months. It probably won't be next month, but maybe down the road, maybe in June, she might do something. Who knows? Never know. But I'm gonna put her in my follow-ups. That's a hot lead. There we go. That's the reason why we make these phone calls. Yeah, it's hilarious. That guy said, "Oh yeah, the property across the way sold for $1 million." And I'm like, yeah, it's an apartment complex. That's why it sold for $1 million. People they don't really understand real estate sometimes. Let's keep calling. I'm gonna go ahead and put her down here. I already wrote up the follow-up, so I'm gonna put her in my my automatic follow-up for next month, 30 days from now, and we'll see what happens. I've been putting people in these automatic follow-ups, that way I don't forget to follow up with them, because if I see a reminder, it won't really stir up my interest in calling. But if I actually see, oh look, I gotta call this person, and it's on a list of other people that I have to call, then I'll work on it. I've done it before with Mojo, but it gets too cluttered, so many follow-ups that happen, so I tend not to do them too much. So let's finish calling here. We've been on 20 minutes now. I of course paused to talk to that lady. We've contacted a total of 31 people. I don't know how many actual phone calls have I made.
Hello. We are not available now.
Automated voice messaging system.
But yeah, if you notice, I'm not perfect. I'm stuttering like crazy. I stutter when I talk to people. It's just a part of the game. Don't worry so much about being perfect. Now I feel like super rusty because I barely make cold calls. I haven't made any cold calls in a while since my cold caller came along. But I still get on because I need to stay in front of people. Yeah, I get rusty not being on the phone for so long, but I'm trying to be on here as much as possible. That way I keep my experience up. The more people you talk to, the more you deal with rejections, the better you get at things. I've made over, I don't know, probably 50,000 phone calls in my lifetime. I'm sure now my cold caller, he's about to pass me because he's been calling consecutively for the past 5 months. Well, more than that. It's been like 7 months now. Oh. He's gonna be working for me for a year. That's crazy. My partner though, he's doing follow-ups day and night, so he is a master when it comes to people's objections and what's keeping them from moving forward. So he's definitely awesome. Alright, we're in a second session now. It's basically the same list. I'm just changing up the dial filters a little bit on when they've been dialed. So right now I'm calling the person that we haven't talked to in the longest time first, and then gradually going down, and anybody that I haven't talked to since I think the last time we called this list was probably in December. So I'm gonna try calling this again. The goal is to call this list about 10 times. So we'll see where it gets us. I took a little break to get lunch, So I'm gonna hop back on. Total number of phone calls I made. I contacted, I'll tell you right now. So I've made 73 phone calls. I made 4 contacts. I had a response rate today so far of 3.8%. Again, this is an old list. We've called it a few times. There are some people that haven't been contacted much because it's a really big list, 700, and we didn't have the triple line dialer yet. So I actually just upgraded my Mojo today to 2 triple line dialers, because before we only had 1 triple line and a single line, but the triple line dialer is like $50 more. So I think total that we spent on Mojo is like 300. I think it's like $350, $360 a month, and then plus our regular telephone service, which we have like 6 lines or 7 lines, and we pay about $70 or $80 for that. So let's get back on the phone. So unfortunately I didn't have my camera on, but I got a guy that he is interested in selling. Doesn't really, I mean, I would say 50% interested in selling. He did give me a number that he would sell at. He said he wanted $85,000, and where this particular property is, it's a possibility I could give him 85, but I'll find out in a minute and see what I could do. But his level of motivation is not very high, and I've actually called him before. I've been calling him since December of 2019, and each time that we've talked to him about 3 times. The first time he said he was interested in selling, maybe in a couple of months. Then later on down the line he said he wasn't, and then now he's saying again, I might, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Unfortunately my camera wasn't on. I wish you guys could have heard the call, but I'll make sure that don't happen again. Tell you, boss, I was just wondering if you were the owner of 702.
I am.
Hey, I was just wondering.
Yes.
I was just wondering if you had any interest in selling that property.
Not at the present time, no.
Okay. Do you think anytime in the future, maybe?
Maybe, but that's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
definitely
All right.
appreciate you talking to me today. I hope you have a nice day.
Alright.
I'm trying to find the owner of a property at 104 North.
It's not for sale.
All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to me anyway. Do you have any other properties or land that you might be interested in selling?
No, thank you.
Alrighty. Well, you have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Alright, so we finished the day pretty strong. I was pretty satisfied with where I was at. I made about 475 phone calls, or 430, around that area, 430, 475. I picked up 2 follow-ups. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, record all of them because my camera died. I was on the phone for 2.5 hours pulling in leads. Man, that triple line dialer, I'll tell you something, it is crazy. Because back in the day when I would really be on, maybe 1 or 2 hours, for every hour that I was on, I'd maybe make 60 to 80 phone calls. And now I make about 160 to 200 phone calls an hour. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Gotta love that triple line dialer. So yeah, two follow-ups, not bad. Hopefully they'll turn into something later on. Who knows? But you just gotta keep following up with them. And then that's where the drip campaign comes in with the REI reply. That you put in some text messaging, put in some ringless voicemail, some manual phone calls, and man, that thing, it really, I'm gonna really restructure my REI reply to truly take care of all my follow-ups. We're even thinking about doing a not interested campaign for all the people that are not interested over from 2019. We started using Mojo in August of 2019 because me and my partner were actually looking at it today. And it's amazing where we came from. I was reading some of the notes, laughing at it. I was like, man, talk about a real rookie. We didn't know what to put, not interested, the reason why they're not interested, no, nothing. Some of them even just went to the not interested with no notes. And I was like, dang, we really didn't know what we were doing. And it's like now, the complex machine that we built, it's amazing. It really is amazing. I'll share with you guys the total for January so far. Today's January the 15th. And we've made $107,000 this month. I knew that one day we'd get there. But it's so great smashing those goals. When me and my partner, first year we started wholesaling together, 2019, we made $84,000 for the whole year. 2020, we made about $230,000. And now this year, 2021, here we are, $107,000 deep, and it's January the 15th. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm not telling you guys to flex on you or trying to make you feel low or little. I just want to show you guys that it's possible. I mean, I have no background in real estate other than like I have some family that owns maybe some real estate and not really a lot of real estate. I don't have any, I was never a realtor. I don't come from money. I didn't have any money when I started. I started with $100. Being dead serious, man. 2018, April 2018 is when I took the plunge. May is when I had my surgery on my hand. I almost died. And in June, I started putting out bandit signs. And I knew in my heart that I was gonna make it in wholesaling just because I'm relentless. I'm gonna fight to the death. That's how I feel about this business. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know my vlogs are like totally not, Casey Neistat style or have these really cool B-rolls or anything like that. Or I'm just putting out as much information as I can, the way I can do it with these, literally, I call them paper cut vlogs because they are just like stitched together looking like, I glued this with my eyes closed. But other than that, everybody, I hope you guys have enjoyed these vlogs. I really do. I hope that you guys have gotten some really good information, gotten to see the real insides of these daily challenges. I mean, the 30-day challenge, I want to see how many deals I can get in the next 30 days. I'm going back out driving next week. We're gonna spice things up a little bit. I'm gonna try to drive, also do some phone calls. I'm gonna do like 1 day drive, 1 day phone calls, 1 day drive, 1 day phone calls. Plus throw in the text message in between when I'm home. I don't like doing it when I'm not at home because when I'm at home, usually it's me and my partner answering the text messages and all the other stuff. And when the cold caller's calling, answering all his callbacks. Because I mean, he's calling 500 people a day. It's almost like sending out 500 broadcasts a day or 500 ringless voicemails. They're gonna call back. When you see a missed call and you've seen that number multiple times, you're gonna end up calling back to see what the heck this guy wants. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. I'm gonna cut this short. It's Friday. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys on Monday. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you on the next vlog.